Good morning. It's Friday, May 23rd. And a couple of days ago, there was a rumor going around that the Qatari government had offered a $400 million jet to President Donald Trump. And Trump had said he was interested, but he wasn't going to do it, apparently, or that's what I thought he said. But obviously, my thinking was totally incorrect, and the Pentagon has accepted the $400 million jet from Qatar for President Trump. Now, in reviewing this threat, they recognize that it might not be flying for a couple of years because there is a lot of work that has to be done to this particular jet in order to make it satisfactory to carry the President of the United States around. So it's going to be used as Air Force One, and that's according to the Defense Department. Now, this is an unprecedented $400 million gift, and President Trump has said he will transfer it to his library when his term ends, and it will require extensive renovation to serve essentially as the flying White House. So he's getting a $400 million gift from a country, and when he leaves office, he intends to take it home with him. Why shouldn't it go to the next president? And I'm thinking that if this is a gift to the President of the United States, then the President should leave it behind for the next president. So we, as a country, have accepted a Boeing 747 in accordance with the federal rules and regulations. That's what Sean Parnell, the chief Pentagon spokesman, said in a statement a couple of days ago. The Department of Defense will work to ensure proper security measures and functional mission requirements are considered for the aircraft to transport a president of the United States. But once we do all that work, why shouldn't it be passed on to the next president of the United States? Who is to say that a gift of an airplane to a current president means that he's allowed to take it home with him? I don't know that I agree to that policy. Is that what we allow in this country? Presidents that get gifts take them home after the presidency? Planes? Cars? Who knows what? Qatar had offered Trump the plane during his trip last week to the Middle East, and news of the offer drew immediate condemnation from the Senate Democrats. And Jack Reed, the ranking member of the Armed Services Committee, called on the Inspector General of the Pentagon to investigate what he called a brazen attempt to evade constitutional limitations on the acceptance of personal gifts from foreign governments, taking this $400 million plane or whatever the cost is without congressional approval. That doesn't sit right with me, and it shouldn't sit right with many of the citizens. And then, of course, when you have to refit this plane against counterintelligence and surveillance risks, that could take years, and that could cost a fortune. So this thing will be worked on and completed. Trump probably won't even get to use it during his presidency, and then he's going to take it home with it. That's ridiculous. And replacements for the current Boeing 747 used as the Air Force One are years behind schedule. So the Air Force is in a bind because it's preparing to award a contract to modify a plane for a president. And the details of the contract, of course, are classified. The modifications shouldn't be publicized, of course. And who's going to pay for that? Is Trump going to pay for that? No. Is that in the presidential budget or the military budget or the American budget to pay for a plane that is unnecessary? This is ridiculous. This is a sign of somebody who acts like a king. He takes whatever they want. They gifts from the population. This is insane that we think that it's okay for a president to take a gift like Air Force One. That's not right. We have a country here, we have rules here, and every time we turn around, those rules are broken by our president, current president, ex-president. And then what is probably going through his crazy mind now is that he's allowed to seek another term because he didn't have 2 consecutive terms as president. So this gift is just something else, madness on top of all the other things that are going on in the White House right now. We as a country have better things to worry about than a plane for the president, who already has a plane and has access to as many planes as he wants. So I think that this is a big bribe and that he should be very ashamed that he's taking this gift. It is a gift, a $400 million gift. So I leave you with that this morning. Disgusted as usual. Have a great day. Bye.